How you guys doing? First off, I just want to thank you so much for booking this call with me and my team. I'm really looking forward to learning about you, your business, your goals, your mission, and what we can do to help you. However, before we dive into that call, we have to take care of a couple different housekeeping rules just so we're on the same page. Number one, now, please make sure that all decision makers are present on this call today. Yes, that means business partner, that could be your spouse, your cat, dog, your homie, anybody that you make business decisions with. Please make sure that they are on this call today. Because the last thing that you want to do is, let's say the stars aligned and everything makes sense, and then have to go back and try to like tell them everything and remember everything. It's just honestly just not a good thing. And honestly, if they can't be on this call, just reschedule. No harm, no foul. Now, next part, lights, camera, action. This is going to be a Zoom call. So yes, that means I need that camera on. I want to see those pearly whites. No reason for that is just so we can build like a real genuine connection. And also it's just like, it's a lot more professional. And my thing is, going back to the connection, is that I really want to understand what I can do to help you. Also, please make sure that you're in a quiet area. There's no distractions. You're not driving your car, not eating, you're not trying to play with the cat, the dog, or play catch with your kid. Make sure they're in a distraction free zone. Now, our third and final thing, and honestly, the most important one, if you can't make this call, let me know. Please, like we get so many entrepreneurs, people starting out their business, people want to get into investments, booking calls with us, and our job is to help them out. So if you can't make your call, it's totally fine. Just let me know. I get it. Life happens. The last thing we want is for you to no show, because that just shows us that, like, it's not that professional. And I'll be honest with you, we're probably not going to chase you down. So anyway, I really want to, take a second just to kind of show you guys who I am, a little bit about my journey and my background, and how exactly I'm going to help you. So, who am I? Who is Ron? So, I am Ronald Edwards Jr. I'm a single guy, age of 33. I've always put like my health and fitness as my number one priority. I don't know why, guys. I think I used to do workout tapes with my mom when I was like 3 or 4. So, it was just like the thing to do. I don't know any better. But it made me feel good. I have a really large extended family, two younger sisters, full blood, three older sisters, and one full brother. But, we're all family. Who cares half? Well, I love them all the same. And I have a bunch of nieces and nephews, probably like in their 20s, guys. It's crazy. So my parents and my family are majority business owners. They either operated daycares or they're involved in real estate to some extent. For example, my dad owns, I think, like 50 or 60 units. Parents have owned multiple houses growing up. So I was always exposed to being a business owner. So it was kind of my only like goal in life. Like I just didn't know anything else. Like I going to school, college, that just was never like an option for me. Um, so just growing up and seeing that, my parents had like such a positive impact on our lives and, the people around them, I've always wanted to like kind of copy that as in my lifetime as well. So before we dive into that, guys, I do want to share this. Here's been my beliefs about credit for majority of my lives that I thought credit was pointless, you guys. Never cared about my credit score. I was just a typical cocky guy, had a really good income. So I said, oh, who cares about credit? I don't need that stuff. Um, it was one area of my life I ignored. I truly believed that cash was king. And like, I'll be honest, boy, was I wrong, especially in today's economy. But essentially, this story is kind of show that how credit like basically saved my financial future. So this is my first company. I started my own fitness company, Infinite Fitness. Yeah, I had it for about 18 years. It was my first passion, my first love, I would call it. Journey, I was a personal trainer at a gym. And then I started using my apartment complex gym in 2013. I had about 20 clients. And I remember this being one of the hardest first 1 to 2 years in business. Man, I was scared. Had literally no idea what I was doing, guys. Um, but I kept persevering and pushing through. I got my first location here in 2015, It was a 350 square foot building, and you guys, the rent was $500 a month. So cheap, crazy. I still remember this to the day because I felt so accomplished. I hit my first like 10K month. Like it was in, I don't know, I think it was like October, I believe, or September, one of the months. Never forgot that. It was totally awesome. Which I'm hoping I can help some of you guys if you haven't hit 10K a month yet. I'm hoping I can help some of you guys accomplish that so you can know the feeling. Next, my journey, guys, I upgraded to this other location. It was 1,200 square feet. I had roughly about 50 to 60 clients. My revenue was about 10 to 14K per month. Felt really good here, you know, it was really awesome. Things were really on the up. I had received a letter in the mail from the city of Redland saying I wasn't zoned. Yeah, it was freaking scary. I had 30 days to find a location, guys, and I remember like just being filled with so much anxiety. Like I just wanted to quit. It was absolutely scary and terrible. But then it's weird. One of my brother's girlfriends at the time was driving by and she found the sign for this location. And I gave him a call. The guy Will met with him. It took honestly like 30 days to get the process going. But I ended up finding this 3,000 square foot location in 2017. And from there to 2021, I managed to grow my business from 50 to 60 members to close to 200. We were averaging 35 to 42K a month. Some months were even more. However, like I just really wasn't like satisfied with all this. And I think the real thing is that I just didn't want to spend my entire life in my hometown. I don't know. It just sounds so stupid and cliche at the time. Now I think about it now. So I eventually opened a new location thinking it would solve my boredom. However, it was very short lived. This here, and this is just kind of like a statement to show you guys that, you know, I did have a really successful gym business. You know, that was the electronic payments. It doesn't include all the Venmos, Zelles, and things like that. Here goes the opening of the building. Lots of happy members. I really, really, honestly, kind of miss the connections I had with the people back then because they were awesome. It sounds cliche, but they felt like family. It was really cool. I ended up selling the business to Wade. He was my sales manager for 3 years. Awesome dude. So here's my next mission, guys. What was I going to do? I just moved to Scottsdale area. I had no direction whatsoever. I had a large money saved up, and I had some passive income from the sale of my business. So receiving this passive income is kind of what started this whole building up like a base passive income journey for me. Here goes me and my roommates. Someone from Instagram to show, hey, I was at the W. You know, just living life. You know, feeling a little lost. I was, you know, coming from owning a business, things being go, go, go to, you know, now I'm like not doing anything. I decided to go back to training, the only thing I knew. And, you know, I made a lot of friends and had some good cash flow coming in. And here's some photos of me with clients. But this is when the failures start, guys. I was letting the ego take over again. I don't want to be a trainer. I don't want to go back to fitness. So I gave solar cells a shot. Made pretty decent, okay money. However, just waiting 3 to 7 months to get paid from a deal, like that was not ideal. You know, thinking back to this, if I had like known about business credit, to be honest with you, I probably would have kept with this and pursued this. But it's just not having any cash flow for marketing was really, really tough, and I wasn't used to that, guys. It was really hard. This is what I want to say. This is why I call this the start of the failures, because like reality really set in and really hit me. I also gave insurance sales a shot. I did okay. You know, it was making a difference somewhat. It was paying the bills, but honestly, there was a deeper situation brewing, which I could not have been prepared for this, guys. It was absolutely scary. I had a corporation back there when I owned my gym. I hired this accountant. However, he didn't fully explain to operate as an LLC or corporation and how to do taxes. So in hindsight, I should have just like paid a better CPA. I got audited by the IRS. I ended up owing 70K. Yeah. So I did what most people would do. I took some action. I didn't cry. I was, it sucks, but I said, I can solve this. So I hired a tax lawyer that online. It was TaxRise, I believe. And at this time, it's weird. I applied to one of these local banks here in Arizona because I think my score was like 700 at the time. I did the business name. So, you use your business. I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. Never really crossed my mind, but I used that car to pay for the legal fees of the lawyer, which was like 8K or something like that. So let me zoom in to show you guys. It was a 6 month process. It was terrifying. They ended up selling it for like 36,000. So it saved me a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, still not ideal, but lesson learned. So feeling pretty defeated. It's not over yet, there, guys. I went to the internet and looked for some ways to make extra income on the side, or honestly, whole thing altogether. Because remember, I was still getting that passive income cushion, and I wanted to add to that. Like, what can I do to add to that? So I was looking into day trading, trading robots, e-com automation, real estate, you name it. So I gave trading, prop firms, and e-com store a shot. And thank God, you guys, I only lost $15,000 between these three things before I found a winner. Here's a screenshot of the biggest losing day. That's negative 11,000. Yeah, I'm like in deep in the red here, guys. Very, very scary. Feeling really hopeless, wanting to give up, but we keep persevering on. That's one thing I learned at a really young age, having extremely loving like mother and family, is that failures are simply just a roadblock. So it's like, just keep going. You will overcome it, guys. So if you're listening to this and you're going through that right now, you feel like you don't have the answer, just know you're not alone, in that there is like, a light at the end of the tunnel, to say. So after 6 months of searching, guys, and 40 different sales calls, research, like I would like research a company, research its business model after I talked to the salesman, and I would do whatever I could to get a hold of like customers who were actually leaving the testimonials, just to see what was going on and what was what. And eventually I managed to create, my own network of vetted and trusted investments. And I also had a mentor who helped me add to this. So after being in one of these groups, guys, let's say my first successful like investment thing, I was linking up with several different members of the group, and then I saw that these dudes were leveraging like business credit, and they were making like about 6 figures in like passive income. It was insane. Like, it just didn't make any sense to me what they were doing. So I asked, I'm curious. I took the risk and joined the party. I thought I was going to lose my money, but I learned this saying, no risk, no Rari. So here's just some examples of like, they're leveraging credit and putting it in their trading bots, and this is their monthly returns. It's literally crazy. Yeah. Imagine making 5 figures a month with doing less than an hour a week of work. It makes no sense. It sounds like I'll be honest with you, it sounds like I didn't believe it, and it sounds fake, but if I haven't seen this done and I wasn't doing it myself, you guys, it's crazy what you can do with leveraging business credit, and once you find the right vetted investments. So now, after all this, I really wanted to help my friends, family, and I'm trying to help other business owners and people who are, aspiring entrepreneurs. So I started my Infinite Funding company, guys. Yes, I kept the same logo as my last business because Infinite will forever be my name. So here's my investments, guys, that I currently have. I have several different trading AIs that return me 3 to 12% per month. I also am in this XPX income program. It's essentially a very advanced option signals group, which your returns are anywhere from 8 to 20% per month. Now, I must say this disclaimer that investment does come with risk. You can lose everything, so always, be responsible. And the biggest thing I advise people with any investment, whether it be, e-com, real estate, don't let greed take over, and just follow your rules and system that's put in place. You'll generally be fine. But I would say between these two, I probably will average anywhere from 4 to 5 figures a month, and basically almost passive income. So it's really nice. So, but with these investments, I started using my own money, like 50K my own. And then once I learned about the 0% interest credit cards and B locks, I managed to scale these two investments close to about 150K in extra capital. So I've pretty much focused off recently, guys, just paying off my IRS debt. So now I'm starting to really okay, cool. Let me rebuild my savings. And so I'm using this 4 to 5 figure month to kind of like rebuild right now. So I'm currently in the rebuilding phase, but it's pretty awesome because it's like my stress levels are absolutely low. And my biggest thing is I want to be able to transfer the same feeling to you, honestly. Because I think it'd be awesome that if you're able to scale your business to new heights, or some like new business or some investment idea you always want to get into. And like I said earlier, guys, I spent like roughly 6 months searching for these things. I've wasted a lot of money, roughly about 25K of my own money, just finding these investments that help you maximize your returns on your funding. So here's Wade here. He eventually, after he got the gym, he wanted to move it to a bigger location. So we actually got him funding. I think he got close to like 120, 140. So he was able to use it for the gym, marketing. He wanted to redo his bathroom, which he's currently planning that out, his kitchen. And then he has a nice portion. I think he's wanting to also get into the Turo business as well. So infinite funding, we don't charge an extra 10 to 20% in the back end like most funding companies. We're just a flat fee. And most of our clients are busy high-level professionals or business owners, so we offer a done for you or done with you service that's designed to save you time and effort so you can focus on your busy workday. However, if you do have more time, I would absolutely love to teach you this stuff and the funding strategy, and I'll most likely give it to you so that way you can fund yourself as often as needed so you never have to pay a funding company again, guys. It's crazy that this system, if used properly, is truly an infinite funding system. Like, it will never run out. It's kind of crazy. So why use business credit cards at all? Number one, it doesn't affect your personal score whatsoever. It's pretty awesome. So meaning that I can run up the personal business card, 100%, and it doesn't impact my personal credit score, unlike if I did that on a personal like Amex card. Now, the utilization doesn't report. Pretty much same example. If I run up the utilization on a business card, it will not show up on the personal. It's pretty cool. You can remove hard inquiries even on open accounts. So you're the personal guarantor of these accounts. But if you use a simple process, let's say if I open a Chase card, it hits my personal Experian to guarantee for the Chase business card. I can always wipe away that, inquiry I get on my personal account and still keep the credit. Pretty crazy, right? Oftentimes you'll get anywhere from 2 to 3 times higher limit than your personal cards. General rule of thumb is whatever your personal credit is, you'll generally get about 2 to 3x on the business side. Reward points and cash back. Business credit cards come with so many different perks, guys. The biggest one being like the whole travel hacking, travel rewards. So it's literally like for your business, you should never be using your own cash because you're not getting anything for that. Like, honestly, I recommend everyone to use a business credit card, reap the benefits of the points, the travel rewards, and then just pay the card off. So that way, at least you're getting something for spending money, which is totally awesome. Next is most of these cards come with a 0% APR period from anywhere from 12 to 18, sometimes even 24 months if we use the system correctly. So what that means is that, like, if you get 50,000, 250,000, even 350,000, guys, it's going to be 0%. So your payment is only going to be 1%. So that means on 50,000, you only pay 500. On 100,000, you only pay $1,000. Just imagine what you can do with that, guys. Dream big. Now, this is another thing is you don't need to build business credit or have revenue to apply. I actually did this myself with the new LLC because I didn't believe that one. That one sounded crazy to me. And it's absolutely true, guys. The banks, as long as your personal credit is good, it fits the criteria, you personally guarantee it, you're good. You're really good. The next is the low monthly payments, 1% of what you use. Like I said, if I have run up 50K, I'm only going to pay 500. If I run up 150K, I'm going to pay 1,500. It's awesome, guys. And just imagine how this can transform your business, your investments, your life, everything about yourself. It's really awesome. And then the ability to balance transfer. So let's say that, a 0% period is running up after 12 months. You can balance transfer to another card that's 0% for another 12 months and keep it going. It's really crazy. So here's the 6 steps to getting you funded, guys. The first thing, we're going to optimize your credit profile, trying to get you as close as possible to the 800 score. Step 2, we're going to create or change your LLC to a low-risk LLC. Some names do like high risk, like real estate, investments, construction. Banks just don't want to, lend money to those type of businesses. Definitely not crypto. Don't put that. Come on, no. Step three, make sure your business info is correct and congruent. That means with the state, on the Dun and Brads, and which go on the application, guys. Very huge. Step four, this one tripped me up the first time I went through funding, is build a strategic plan before you do the applications. Like, you don't want to just be applying at random, guys, because honestly, like, it all will never work out in your favor. Have a plan, stick to the plan, follow the plan, and you'll be good. Okay. Next, you want to make sure you're building relationships with these banks, guys. You need to build a relationship first before you apply. Now, the stronger, longer, and deeper the bond, the more you'll get from that bank. Rule of thumb. And step six is apply, and I'll walk you through the application process. Some cases I'll even do the application for you. Time frame for funding, guys. Level one. Now I'm going to share my experience with this after I go over everything. Level one, credit and business and position. We build out a plan. In less than 10 days, you can have funds. Really instant, guys, depending on where your credit profile is at. Level two, let's say your credit's in place, but you have no banking relationships. We have to fix a few things like banking relationships or paying down some debt. And in 45 days or less, you can pretty much have funds. This was me, guys. I was level two. I had to do like 2 months of credit repair first because my credit was 620. And now I'm in the mid sevens. And I had to build a lot of relationships with these banks. So now I'm good to go. And level three is when you're not in a position at all, but you're hungry and you still want it. But like depending on your credit, it can take anywhere from 3 to 8 months because credit repair isn't fast, guys. You didn't destroy your credit overnight. You can't fix it overnight. So this is how you make it the unlimited or the infinite funding strategy, up to 3 rounds per year. We fix your credit, business in good standing, create a plan, build a relationship with the bank, and then apply. We can do this unlimited. Generally, roughly, we say 3 times per year just to keep it safe. Now, here's the final part, guys. If you are not sure how to use the funds, don't worry. You are not alone. A lot of people have no idea. I got 50 to 250K and 0%. Now, what do I do? We'll help you invest the funds by using our proven investment roadmap. So once you answer our following 6 questions, which honestly, when my mentor took me to these questions, it was like, oh, okay. I got a lot of clarity. We'll pair you out with a proven embedded investment opportunities, okay? Or we'll put together with a income blueprint, whatever suits you best. Now, question could be like location, would you want to be physical or online? Have the potential to make 10K a month. Your number could be 3, could be 4, could be even higher, could be 20K. How soon you want to cash flow? I'm like-minded cash flow within a week. Some people don't mind waiting 3 months, some don't mind waiting a month. I don't know why you'd ever want to wait a year. I don't know. You want to make sure you understand it and it's not complex. That's huge. You need to understand what you're putting your money in. You definitely need to, and you need to like the company, people that you're going to be working with. That's another huge thing. 6, you need to have a way out of the deal if things go bad, meaning like some kind of money back guarantee or some results driven like performance fee, something like that, guys. Well, anyway, I just want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm really looking forward to meeting you on this call and figuring out what I can truly do to serve you, your business, and make your wildest dreams come true. Anyway, thank you so much.